This is the second video for the first and second derivatives, going over increasing and decreasing and concave up, concave down. We are given the function f of x is equal to 3x to the 2/3 minus x. When we take the first derivative, we should come up with 2x to the negative 1/3 minus 1, which is the same thing as 2 over the cube root of x, and all that's minus 1. And whenever we set that equal to 0, we need to figure out some cube root for x that'll give us 2. So that way 2 over 2 is going to be equal to 1, and then we're subtracting 1. So we come up with 8 for the critical value. And then for our f double prime, we come up with 2 times the negative 1 over 3 x to the negative 4 over 3. And whenever you actually simplify that out, you come out with negative 2 over 3 cube root of x to the 4th. Okay, so here's something that you can notice right off the top of your head. The x to the 4th down here under our radicand, it doesn't matter whether we have a positive or a negative number, because we're raising it to a even power, so we know that's always going to be positive. And whenever we take the actual cube root of a positive number, we get a positive number. And since that's in the denominator is always going to be positive. But up here in our numerator we have a negative 2. So it doesn't matter what critical values we get, or anything like that, because really 0 would be a critical value for that, because at 0 it would be undefined. So we can put 0 in as that critical value. But you'll notice that f double prime is always going to be negative. And we'll just keep that in mind for later. I was just wanting to point that out to hopefully save a little bit of time. Okay, so now that we have our critical values and our derivatives to plug those into, so we can go on to making our number line. So like I said before, we already know the f double prime, just on account of what the derivative came out to be, that it is always going to be negative. And if we start plugging in values, say negative 1 for our x and our f prime, we're going to have negative. Say just plug in something between 0 and 8, we're going to get a positive. And something larger than 8, you could pick 10 or 27, and it eventually starts going negative. So we'll be decreasing down, increasing down, and decreasing down. And so that should be it. And I'll have another video up shortly.